Whether or not I actually reference things lyrically about home, the feel of it has made its way into the way I make music and write songs. Where you grow up and where you come from is such a huge part of your identity. Been around a lot of really great people and been fortunate to have family that's supportive and friends, and that really has made a huge difference in my musical life. I know that for sure. When we started Nickel Creek, I was 12, Sarah and Chris were 8, and I played mandolin because it's smaller. My dad would play with me and did a lot of family playing. We did that for a couple years, and I kept practicing. And I remember one day when it all clicked, almost in like a moment. I was like, oh, I can play guitar now. I was playing another Gibson J45, but I gradually just kind of started playing this one a lot more, and it was a gift from Jackson Brown, and it was on the sidewalk. It was probably 12:30 or 1 in the morning. We had just played a show, and he said he had a guitar for me. He opened up the case, and I picked it up and played it, and I was instantly struck by how it sounded. I just remember thinking that it sounded very special. Feels like home. I got the nickel bronze, I think it was the end of last year, and I just remember thinking that my guitar sounded like itself. It sounded like the wood the guitar was made of. And when you find an instrument like that, it's really hard to put it down. So we're going back to That Pizza Place, which is the first place I ever played on stage. It's sort of the physical place that has musical connections and roots. It was, where lots of firsts happened for me musically. It was a weekly residency that this band had. And the band consisted of our teachers. We'd take a lesson, we'd learn these songs, just little instrumental fiddle tunes. And then they were, getting us up to play on stage. Within the bluegrass tradition, there's a lot of passing off the torch, to the younger generation. How you doing, Mike?
Glad to have you back.
First time I've been back since the last time I played here, whenever that was.
I remember you playing in the hallway.
Yep.
And I do remember that.
Growing up in San Diego, a bluegrass band playing in Southern California, there's going to be a whole lot of influences that are tossed into the mix that wouldn't be tossed in there if you were playing bluegrass in West Virginia. But within bluegrass, you have to learn the way that the masters do it. Just having that communal environment, that social interaction with kids my age as well as adults. And in truth, it's a huge part of who I am, musical community and the friendliness of it all. Hey everybody, how you doing? Sorry to disturb your pizza eating. I first played here 30 years ago, so sorry/not sorry. Well, I've never been so sure, and I never led no one astray, except in the fall of '94. Hallelujah, the 21st of May. Thank you, guys.